Yo, 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 yo. Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I'm just chilling at the crib right now, man. Just back at y'all with another live on the road to 2K, man. We only need 5 subscribers until we ultimately get where we need to go, which is and the end of the road to 2K. You feel what I mean? And then after that, we're gonna be on the road to 3K, so on and so forth, man. I appreciate everybody that's coming through and showing love already. If you guys are just tuning in, man, hit the like button as soon as you come in, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building so far. My guy, Sean Terrence, what's going on? Boxing Film, what up? Dominic TV, what's up, man? Talk to me, y'all. Coffee Plant, what up? What up? West Philly, what's going on? Hit the like button as soon as you come in. It is very much appreciated, and I see that y'all have done it. I am very thankful for that. You see what I mean? We got some things that we currently need to discuss going on in this boxing world. You feel what I mean? Shout out to Stop Motion MMA. What's going on, my brother? We got to speak about some things that's currently going on, man. The biggest topic in the sport of boxing right now, Ryan Garcia, B sample coming out positive for Ostarine, man. You know what I'm saying? And the 5-on-5 tournament that it seems like Turkey Al-Sheikh is going to be coming together to make sometime soon, or at least that's what his plans are. We definitely going to talk about it. See who may come out victorious in this 5v5. And I love the fact that Turkey Al-Sheikh is making boxing fun. You know what I mean? It seems like he's attempting to make these fantasy matchups that these boxing fans talk about. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, a lot of boxing fans, we fantasize about certain fights happening when it might not be a strong chance of the fights happening anytime soon. But with Turkey Al-Sheikh, it seems like he's making boxing fans' dream come to reality. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to Turkey Al-Sheikh. We definitely gonna speak on that. Chris, what up? Orlando Finney, what up? Jay Cash, what's going on? What's going on? We definitely got some people stepping up in the building right now, but I'm going to wait just a little bit more until we finally get to discussing on what's going on right now. And personally, what my opinion is, and I'm going to hear out the nation as always. You feel what I mean? If you guys are in or around the Philadelphia area, man, we have a fight going on at Kingdom Boxing Fitness on Saturday afternoon, man. The first fight is going to be happening at 1 p.m. It's in the Frankfurt section of Philadelphia. So if you are in or around the area, you want to see the Mazuma mob put it all on the line, man. We got 3 fighters that's going to be fighting on that card. You know what I mean? We got the first bout, we got the 10th bout, and then we got the 12th bout, man. So be on the lookout for that one. If y'all in or around the area, you want to see what my guys are capable of doing. Y'all want to see the other side of the life of, you know what I'm saying, MarkMazuma, whatever you want to call me. Come check out the fights, man. Come support some real upcoming talent that's coming up in the Philadelphia area. You feel what I mean? But that's all I really wanted to say about that. We've been working all May, man. I've had a fight card every week so far in May. So we grinding, man, just trying to help progress my stable. We've been winning. You know what I'm saying? We came up short a couple times, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, my guys are continuing to learn and grow, and I'm very appreciative of that. And it's letting me know that I'm doing something right. So, yeah, man. If y'all in or around the area, go check out Kingdom Boxing Fitness. You know what I'm saying? On the Frankfurt section of Philadelphia. Come check out my guys put in some work, man. We might get some knockouts. We might outbox a motherfucker. It all depends on the situation, man. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say about that. Coffee plant. Yeah, for real. No, that's for real, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, we don't, I'm not going to say we take pride in losing, but based off of, I got guys with really good records. I got guys that's like 10-4, which is really, you got to take into consideration, these aren't pros, these are amateurs. You know what I'm saying? Can't really duck any smoke. You know what I'm saying? And these guys are like, on the come up, they learning on the job. I got 10-4. I got 2 guys that are 7-2. You know what I'm saying? I got what I got? I got a 2-0. Yeah, I got some guys we winning for sure, for sure. You feel what I mean? Who's the best boxer in my gym? I mean, it all depends on it. I mean, if you're speaking about the professionals, I'm not gonna say necessarily who's better, but I say the one who's probably the furthest ahead is our 154-pound professional fighter. His name is Oluwafemi Oyeleye. You know what I'm saying? He's from Nigeria. You know what I mean? He got the nickname the Nigerian Nightmare. I believe he's 15-0 and 9 knockouts, I believe. So that's probably the most successful fighter that we got as of right now. And we building them all from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So it's a process for sure. But we got a few people in here, man. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. I see that we have 12 likes. Let's get it all the way up to 17, man. We got 17 people in the building. Let's get it on and pop and pause. You know what I'm saying? 20 people. Shout out to the 20 people that's in the building. You see that Boots follows him? Yeah. Yeah. Boots always show love to the boxing community in Philadelphia. You feel what I mean? He don't follow me, but you know, it is what it is, man. Shout out to my boy Ralph in the building, man. One of my day ones. He says, crazy part is a lot of people who defended Ryan. Crazy part is a lot of the people who defended Ryan knew deep down he cheated. But their hatred for Devin and other feelings they were hiding, they didn't want to admit Ryan cheated. Absolutely, bro. And that was the most disgusting thing about it, in all honesty, man. I mean, obviously, the most disgusting thing is that Ryan cheated. Let's not get it wrong. But it was the aftermath of the people finding out that he cheated, the people that simply denied it. I never heard Vada get discredited until Ryan Garcia tested positive for a performance enhancement drug. You feel what I mean? I feel like if Ryan Garcia would have tested positive against somebody like Oscar Duarte, Gervonta Davis, any one of these guys, I think that he would have got criticized. I think he would have got bashed. But I think the reason why these people are running to his aid is not necessarily because they rock with Ryan Garcia heavy, but I think it's because they don't rock with the Haneys. You feel what I mean? And, you know, I was pretty, you know, conflicted about who I believed was the most hated fighter in boxing right now. You see what I mean? There's, you know, because everybody get hated on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get hated on. Every boxing guy that's at the top of the division always going to have a detractor or criticizer, whatever the hell you want to call them. But after this situation, Devin Haney is the most hated fighter in the sport of boxing, hands down. I've never seen this amount of hatred in this current era, man. We could probably go back to Muhammad Ali, Jack Johnson, and shit like that due to the times that they were in. But this right here, bro, like in the modern era, within the last 10, 15 years, I never seen somebody still get hated on when they were a victim to a performance enhancement drug user. Never seen that in my life, bro. And I ain't even gonna lie to you, I'm not a big fan of Devin Haney. I never really was. I do feel like he's a good example. I think he sets a good example for the sport of boxing in terms of wanting to prove that he's good, fighting the best competition available and shit like that. And I duck and smoke, calling out the best guys. I think he has great character. But after this situation, man, and seeing what he has to go through with these guys, man, I ain't gonna rock with you. I don't know if I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't think it's me being like I don't think I'm not gonna call it me being the devil's advocate. You know what I'm saying? But you know, with all these people hating on this dude, and he genuinely just wants to box and prove that he's great, it's making me more and more of a fan of Devin Haney. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Like it's crazy that he has to go through these type of things, and it was one of the reasons why I gravitated towards Floyd a lot. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather in his heyday, man, he was hated. They hated him. A lot of people would buy his pay-per-views, not because they supported him, but because they thought that it was going to be his time to lose. When he fought Canelo, they thought he was going to lose. Ricky Hatton, they thought he was going to lose. De La Hoya, Shane Mosley, who was the #1 welterweight at the time. They rooted against him. They paid the attempt to see him lose. And I ain't gonna lie, man, seeing all those people hate on Floyd made me genuinely a fan of him. You feel what I mean? Because although he was hated, you know, talked crazy about in news articles, TV shows, amongst commentators, boxing writers, he was still able to, you know, remain resilient and just still find a way to win. Bro, it made me admire Floyd a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? It made me look. Let me see how I could say this. It made me feel like, you know what I'm saying, that Floyd couldn't be faded. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's a lot of people that crumble under pressure. Like, I remember Timothy Bradley, after he had that controversial win against Manny Pacquiao, he was receiving all types of threats on his life and his family's life. And there were a lot of Pacquiao fans that were upset behind it. You see what I mean? And what did Tim Bradley do? And he admitted it himself. He said he crumbled to the pressure. He couldn't deal with all the bashing and the criticism that he faced. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm trying to say is a lot of these dudes not mentally built for that. They not built for the criticism. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you. When I started my YouTube channel, I attempted to do it for a little while, but then I took years off afterwards. When I was like 17, 18, I came on YouTube. You watch some of my oldest videos, they're about a decade old, bro. And bro, I used to get like certain comments. They be like, bro, you don't know what the hell you talking about, man. Just get us up. And I ain't gonna lie, being a young kid, you know what I mean? I had always had tough skin, always had tough skin. But seeing that, it made me really question whether I knew something about the sport or not. Whole time I was on the money about a lot of shit, but with me not being fully confident in myself at the time, and not knowing how to deal with haters, you know what I mean? It made me second guess myself. I even like deleted videos and all types of shit because I didn't want to face the criticism. And Tim Bradley was one of them dudes. So to see guys like Devin Haney, Floyd Mayweather, I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying how they were both like hated. You know what I'm saying? They were both hated in their times. To see them face that type of criticism and they continue to go on and continue winning, or you know what I mean, they maintain a positive attitude. They don't let the negative energy get to them. It's admirable. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like you got to respect it because there's a lot of people who's not, that sound up here, and they fall victim to cyberbullying. Like how the fuck is even how is cyberbullying even a thing? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's like people really fall victim to the things that they see on the internet. Equip FC, what's going on? But never in my life did I ever think that somebody who tests positive for a performance enhancement drug would be defended. Multiple samples failed. A sample failed. B sample today came out, failed. So what they doing right now? They talking about they did a hair follicle exam with a toxologist or whatever the hell he is, some doctor. And all of a sudden, they feel like they validated because of this. Doesn't this sound extremely familiar? Didn't Alicia Bumgarner just do some shit like this where they do their own independent research, and it's not conducted by VADA, it's not conducted by New York State Athletic Commission or anything like that. They going out of their way to do their own tests, and then they think based off of them doing their own fucking research and coming back with the results, which we haven't even seen in documents or anything like that, from what I understand. And all of a sudden, they feel like they vindicated and they could move on from the situation. Do you remember Alicia Bumgarner did that? Alicia Bumgarner tested positive for performance enhancement drugs, and it was pretty obvious with her physique that she was on something. I never seen a woman naturally build that type of muscle, produce that type of testosterone where you could have fucking biceps like bowling balls and shit, right? And she was never built like that in her entire career. She never moved up in weight, but looked significantly bigger than she ever did in her entire career. You feel what I mean? She tested positive. She faced the music. They criticized it. Some niggas didn't because they were simping at the end of the day. But she went and she did her own independent test. And then it came, and she left a couple banned substances out of that test. So that's what they didn't mention. But regardless, they did the test, and then it came out negative. So she felt like she was fully vindicated because of that, and that she was ready to move on from the situation. I mean, you can move on from the situation, but best believe motherfuckers like me are always gonna remember that. You feel what I mean? And as long as we got knowledgeable boxing fans on here, we ain't never gonna let that shit die down. You can do that with the simp niggas that be liking your bathing suit pictures and be in your DMs trying to get your number and shit. But motherfuckers who value the sport of boxing more than what I mean, the attraction of a woman, they're not gonna let that shit die down. You feel what I mean? So this is what Ryan Garcia's team is coming out and saying. They did a hair follicle test, and based off the hair follicle, it didn't come out. It didn't come out with Ostarine. It was negative for Ostarine. So because of that, they felt like the whatever supplements that Ryan Garcia took may have been contaminated. You know what I mean? And I remember at one particular time, Ryan Garcia said it must have been the ashwagandha that may have had some type of Ostarine in it, because that's the only thing I've ever took, right? That company came out and said, nah, not our products. Don't put that shit on us. Don't try to fuck up our money saying that our shit laced with Ostarine. That's not what it is at all. You know what I mean? But people ignored that. They continue to defend Ryan Garcia and shit like that. Now, Ryan Garcia is saying, based off of this interview that I'm seeing right here. Let me see exactly where I could pull this up at. I think Michael Benson may have had it on his page. I think he did like a little small interview with ESPN or whatever. And all of a sudden, Ryan Garcia names numerous things. He says that he was taking numerous supplements. So let me see where the hell I could find this, man. I was just reading this shit, man. Let me see. ESPN ringside. It was the ESPN ring. Okay, I got it right here. So this is on ESPN ringside and Mike Commager. He says, this is Ryan Garcia's statement. He says, I don't know where the adverse finding came from. Garcia told ESPN. Now pay attention to this right here. Pay attention to this right here because he said he was only taking ashwagandha. But Ryan Garcia talks so much, he doesn't know how to keep his mouth closed. You see what I mean? So the more he talks, the more he exposes extra shit that, initially he was trying to hide from the people. So he said, I was taking ashwagandha, which he said consistently since the drug test came out. So I'm going to hold him to it, right? Then he says D3, omega-3, just normal shit. So in this statement right here, he's adding an additional 2 supplements that he was taking that he believes may have been contaminated with Ostarine, right? Just added it out of nowhere. I never heard him speak about taking D3 or taking omega-3. If y'all have seen it, if y'all have heard him say this yourself, please correct me. You know what I mean? Because I'm not the type dude that, don't want to hear me being told I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong. But as far as I remember and I've been keeping close tabs on Ryan, he said that he was only taking ashwagandha. He took a picture of the bottle. You feel me? Now he's saying that he was taking D3, omega-3, just normal shit. I don't know what the fuck Ostarine is. I seriously have no idea. I would tell everybody the truth. Well, Ryan Garcia, you have a history of lying, my brother. So I don't know if, you coming out and being a truthful person is something that, I would necessarily believe. I don't believe you're a truthful person at all. I think you're a fucking liar. And I think that slowly but surely you're going to reveal exactly what you're saying. And what pisses me off about Ryan Garcia, in all honesty, is that this man feels like he can get away with whatever the fuck he wants. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, it's kind of disgusting, man. Like he's coming out, he's saying shit like, I love steroids. And this is shit that he honestly said. I thought that it was Photoshop. You see what I'm saying? I thought this shit was Photoshop, but no, bro, he was really saying this. Shout out to Champ Side for, having the screenshots of the things that Ryan Garcia put on social media when it was first announced that his B sample was dirty. He says, I fucking love steroids. I don't care. I'll never make money again with boxing. Your loss, not mine, for setting me up. LOL, joke on y'all. Mark D. Bay, what's going on? What's going on? He says, I will swallow all steroids. First of all, no Diddy. You wildin'. I don't know what type time you on. But that's what he said. I will swallow all steroids. Then he says something like, I had sex with steroids only once. Crazy, bro. Try it. Ha 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 ha. Like, this dude is an absolute fucking nutcase, bro. Like, this is the type of shit that you gotta say, and then the whole time people laughing, they chuckling as if this shit is funny, bro. This shit is sad. The arrogance of this motherfucker, bro, to act like he could just get away with whatever he want. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I heard 78 Sports TV talk about that Ryan Garcia is surrounded by enablers. And at this point in time, yeah, exactly, Mark. He think this shit a game. That's a fact. He really think this shit a game, bro. But 78 Sports TV brought up a great point, and I agree with him 1,000%. And this is something that I was alluding to in the past, where he says that he feels like Ryan Garcia is around a bunch of enablers. And he obviously is, bro. If he had genuine, honest people around him that held him accountable, he would not be saying half the shit that he was saying. You see what I mean? Ryan Garcia feels like he knows what's best, and he don't listen to nobody but himself. But the reason why he has that type of mentality is because they allow him to do whatever the fuck he want. You can tell that Ryan Garcia was that little spoiled ass kid growing up that, he'll do whatever the hell he want, and then he'll face no type of penalty for it. He won't face no type of disciplinary action. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I had a cousin growing up, right? I ain't gonna say his name. But this little motherfucker used to terrorize my grandmother's house. terrorize it, bro. Like he would, yo, I remember one time, like I was sleeping, he smacked me on my sleep one time. I was sleeping on my grandma's. I had the itis and shit, bro. I'm knocked the fuck out. Bro, this little motherfucker had the audacity to slap me on my sleep. So I did what I did to him. You know what I'm saying? I beat the dog shit out of him. And my grandma came running to his defense, and it was like he was like the golden child. You feel what I mean? Like you couldn't do nothing to him. You couldn't don't touch him. Don't touch him. Just everything's all right type shit. No matter what he did, he could never do no wrong. And that's how I look at Ryan Garcia. You feel what I'm saying? He's just surrounded by people that tell him that it's okay to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Not letting him know there's any actions, no consequences to any of the actions that he does. And that's why Ryan Garcia feels okay with disrespecting people's wives. That's why he feels okay with speaking to women loosely. You know what I'm saying? Because where I'm from, if you disrespected a woman, especially if she was a family member, whatever the type situation is, if this is just an older lady in general, you be picking up your fucking teeth or getting the dog shit slapped about you. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I grew up. You feel me? Ryan Garcia moves like a reckless little kid because he's never had any type of real situations or no type of structure in his life where he had to become a man. You know what I mean? Move like a man. He moves like a child, bro. Like I said, me and Ryan Garcia are similar in age. I think I'm probably like a year older than him. You know what I'm saying? I'm 26 years old. I just turned 26 in January. Ryan Garcia has to be at least 25 years old. And everybody keep calling this motherfucker a kid too. Bro, he's only a few months younger than me. He's gonna turn 26 this year, August 8th. I'm January 11th. You feel what I'm saying? So this man, yeah, the disrespect for the wife was crazy. Yeah, and I hope that Cambosis catches him at a fight, and I hope that he beats the dog shit out of Ryan. Ryan Garcia is so accustomed to fighting in a boxing ring and saying whatever he wants that he thinks that everything is going to get settled in the ring. There's a lot of things that you don't do, and one of the things that you don't do is disrespect somebody's wife, somebody who is married to this woman, who's having kids with this woman, who's creating a family with this woman. You know what I'm saying? Part of a job as a man is to protect your wife and your family. So if somebody is blatantly going out of their way to disrespect your wife, then you got to make an example out of them. That's just real man shit. That's just real man shit. Ryan Garcia don't understand that, and these motherfuckers keep talking about he a kid, bro. This man has been married. This man has, I believe, he got 3 children. I only got 1. This nigga younger than me. He got 2 more kids than me. This is a grown man, y'all. Stop calling this motherfucker a kid. He's very aware what he's doing. He's not dumb. You know what I'm saying? But he has been surrounded by enablers. His parents are enablers, man. The fact that they allow him to move like this growing up, and they felt like that this is an okay thing to do. This is the fact that they allowed this to translate into his adulthood, man. They failed as parents, bro. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say about it at all. I guess because he's taking care of them financially, he's the breadwinner, he's the centerpiece of the family, or whatever the situation is. They feel like he could do whatever he want because they getting their bills paid. They don't got to work. They retired. So because of that, we let Ryan do whatever he want. Yes, man, at his finest, and that's ultimately going to lead to his destruction in life. You feel what I mean? There's been fighters that have made a lot more money than you, Ryan, that have lost it all. So in all honesty, you need to humble up. You need a reality check in your life. I guess that Gervonta Davis body shot that made you shit yourself in the ring wasn't enough. I guess the performance enhancement drugs being caught in your system wasn't enough. So they might be some type of consequences outside of the ring that might really sign that reality check for you. I'm not wishing no bad. I hope nothing detrimental happens to him or his family as a result of him running his mouth. However, I do think he need a little slap. I think he need a little punch in his shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how we would deal with it because growing up, I knew when the motherfucker ain't never been punching their mouth before on some outside of on some street shit. I could tell when somebody get to running their mouth and they talking crazy, um, and they not cautious with their words and how they move. I'm automatically assuming that you ain't never been through no real shit. You never really had um, any type of consequences in your life. Let me check on my son real quick. I'll be right back. My fault, y'all. My son rock. I don't know what the fuck going on. It might be my neighbors next door that's got a baby crying or something. But regardless, y'all, just to get back to what I said, man, you could tell by how the way a motherfucker talk that they ain't never had no real consequences before. They never been punched in their face. They ain't never like they been sheltered their whole life. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna come back to bite Ryan in the ass, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. Like how much Mike Tyson made throughout his entire career, right? Hundreds of millions of dollars, right? I think that's safe to say. You feel me? Shout out to my boy Mark DL Bay with the $20 cash app, man. I appreciate it very much. He says, for the dope boxing content, man. I appreciate that very much, man. I hope you have a blessed, beautiful day, man. God bless you and your family. I appreciate you taking the time to contribute to the channel. And like I said, we only 5 subscribers away from ultimately hitting that 2K mark. You feel what I mean? So shout out to the nation and the mob for making this possible. We actually 3 away now. We might we might hit that 3K. We might hit that 2K before this live up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I've been waiting for a long time for this situation right here, man. So I'm extremely thankful. Thank you very much. You feel what I'm saying? Keep up the great work. I appreciate it very much, man. Yeah, he made hundreds of millions of dollars in the 90s, Mark. That's a great point. So imagine how much that should translate into now with inflation and all that shit. He might have touched the B. You feel what I'm saying? But regardless, Ryan Garcia, he's in over his head, man. He needs some real humbling in his life. Damn, 2 more away. Yo, stop fucking playing with me, yo. I just refreshed and somebody just subscribed again. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing with me. You gonna make me start dancing like Dame Dash in this motherfucker. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Yo, we really in here getting this shit rocking, bro. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. You feel me? Yo, we in 2K, nigga. What? Yo, y'all niggas came in clutch than a bitch, nigga. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. They probably gonna unsubscribe and start trolling this shit. 2001, nigga. What the fuck is going on, nigga? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The road to 2K is up, nigga. Fuck you talking about, man. Shout out to the nation and the mob for doing this while we on the live, man. It is very much appreciated. Now, oh, you made your little chick subscribe. Mark, you a play ass nigga, man. I appreciate it very much. You know what I'm saying? We just got this shit on. My boy Notes, what up? What up? My boy Notes. Okay. My boy Notes in the building. It's been a long time, my brother. What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Woo-wee. We got 2003. Yo. Woo. Let's go, champ. Yo, bro, this shit is crazy, bro. A great milestone, man. You know, I'm talking shit right now, laughing and all that, but that's humbling, man. You know, I started with 400 subscribers, bro. I've just been grinding consistently since then. It's good to know that, you know, y'all taking me serious, that y'all support the brand, y'all support the channel. You know what I'm saying? YK the truth. What up? What up? Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said '03 was lit. That's a fact. I mean, I was only like 5 years old in '03, but it is what it is. Get rich and die trying to drop in '03. Damn. I was in kindergarten. But I'm gonna get back to the boxing talk, man. I'm very appreciative of this. 2K. We definitely gonna keep grinding. Now we on the road to 3K. Now I gotta get used to saying that because I've been saying on the road to 2K ever since I hit 1K. You feel what I'm saying? But we're on a whole new different level right now, man. And we gonna continue moving this shit forward. Big announcement as well. I kind of don't want to say it because I don't want to jinx it, but I think it's pretty much locked in at this point. I think I got an interview locked in with Kermel Moten. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely gonna get that popping ASAP. You feel what I mean? And yeah, we definitely gonna get that popping. So be on the lookout for that. You know what I mean? Carmel Moulton, we definitely gonna do our thing. Definitely gonna do our thing. I'm looking forward to having him on the channel. Uh that's gonna be the biggest interview that I've had since Bomac. You feel what I mean? So I'm definitely ready for that. I'm looking forward to it. And I wanna see exactly what type of time Carmela's on. I just wrote Carmel just now. So let's see. But yeah, that's what it seems like, man. The Carmel Moulton interview is locked in. I just gotta get his information and then we gonna get this shit going. You know what I'm saying? See if I can get Subriel on. I could definitely try that. I know somebody that knows Subriel. My dad is my dad is cool. There's people out there in Puerto Rico and Martinez. You know what I mean? So let's see if I can get that popping. I'm gonna definitely need my father there because Subriel be talking a little bit too quick for me sometimes. It'd be hard to keep up with what he's saying. But with my father being there, being a translator and shit like that, we could definitely get that shit going. You feel what I mean? But we passed the 2K mark, man. So I appreciate everybody that's come together in order to, make this happen. You feel what I mean? It's very humbling. Thank you very much. But let's get back to Ryan Garcia's stupid ass. You feel what I mean? Because you already know you said Greg live right now too. Who you talking about? Greg Hackett? I definitely want to bring Greg Hackett on the channel as well. I've been having trouble, trying to set that up. I haven't really spoke to him. I see him all the time though. I see him all the time, but I don't be having the time to really sit down and speak to him. You feel what I mean? But uh, he definitely be on live. Very knowledgeable dude. So if y'all don't know who Greg Hackett is, go check out his channel. Um, Great boxer mind, great boxer mind, and he actually know the game. He's fought in the professionals. He's trained a lot of good fighters. Gabriel Rosado. He currently trains Jesse Hart. He been solidified for a little while now, man. You know what I'm saying? And we had our little issues a few years back when I was a young kid, but we look past that. You know what I'm saying? And we've been keeping it cordial for the most part, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? Beefing ain't always the best thing to do. You feel me? But yeah, shout out to Greg Hackett. But yeah, man. Simply put, Ryan Garcia, he's not a kid. Stop calling him a kid, man. That boy got 3 kids. Done been married, divorced, everything you could fucking name in the book. He done been through it, just like any other fucking grown man. You know what I'm saying? Um, he's surrounded by enablers, which is why he's reached this level of arrogance where he's reached the fuck, where he's reached the fucking fire department outside my crib acting crazy. But Agent 007, he says, Yo, Mazuma, what's good? I just got here. What I missed so far? Well, we hit 2K, my brother. So I had a little live reaction to that. You know what I'm saying? And then we were just cooking up on Ryan Garcia's B sample coming out positive for Ostarine, exposing the bullshit hair follicle test he did. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, bro, these dudes are so hell bent on supporting Ryan Garcia. They hate Devin Haney so much that they're willing to justify a hair follicle test for you know, so they could continue to discredit Devin Haney and just be celebrating that this man lost. You feel what I'm saying? It's sad, bro. This shit is real sad. Like I remember at the end of the day, bro, this whole sport of boxing can be bought. That's how corrupt this shit is. Because I remember when Canelo Alvarez, infamously tested positive for clenbuterol and shit like that. I believe he did a hair follicle test, and the WBC was so thirsty to remain in this man's good graces that I think that they raised the level of clenbuterol to make him not look like a cheater. You feel what I'm saying? So that's you know, like you playing Uno, right? The real rules with Uno is if you throw a +2 down, you can't throw a +2 on top of it. You feel what I mean? That's what the actual rules say. I know that, like in the hood, amongst the brothers and shit like that, we just do that. If a motherfucker throw down 3+2 cards and the next motherfucker got pick up 6. That's just, that's how they be working. But at the end of the day, that's not how you really play. But, that's like, everybody knowing the rule. I mean, you got this one homie right here that's blatantly cheating. So, but to accommodate him and not get him upset, we just gonna have to pick up however many motherfucking plus twos he put down, bro. That's not how that shit worked. They literally gave Canelo a fucking pass, bro. This nigga cheated, blatantly got caught with that shit in his system. And they raised the level. They love Canelo so much. They love the paychecks that they get from Canelo so much that they raised the level of clenbuterol so that in case another motherfucker like Canelo tests positive for clenbuterol again, he'll be justified in having it. He'll be justified in having that in his system as long as he doesn't pass this mark right here. I guarantee you, if he were to pass that mark, they fuck around and raise the levels again. You feel what I mean? This is how corrupt the sport of boxing is, bro. It's unfortunate. I grew up loving this sport. You know what I'm saying? When I was months old, my mom tattooed my name on her ankle with a pair of boxing gloves. Boxing has been following me my entire life. But as I continue to go on and get older and just mature in the sport of boxing, you really realize that, a lot of this shit is corrupt, man. A lot of dudes don't move off of integrity, and they could be bought. You feel what I mean? Me, on the other hand, if it don't feel right for me, I done turned down 50K offers, all types of shit, because, I felt like my integrity was being compromised. It is what it is. A lot of people say what they would do in that situation. They say that they would do this if this were to come to the table, but I've actually done it, so I already know how I'm moving. Can't be bought in this shit. You know what I mean? If I wake up tomorrow and Devin Haney tests positive for something, then we gonna hold that man accountable too. This is not me defending Devin Haney. This is just going off of what's right and what's wrong. And Devin Haney did wrong. So I hope that Ryan Garcia was punished to the fullest extent, bro. I hope that his purse is taken away. I hope that his W is removed and changed to an L. And I hope that he gets a 3 to 5 year ban from the sport of boxing. Come back humble, my nigga. And then it's like, he don't even care, bro. He's so arrogant, he don't even care. He literally told you right here. He says, I don't care. If I never make money again with boxing. Your loss, not mine. This is how arrogant he is. He doesn't look at this as an L, y'all. He does not look at him getting caught with steroids or performance enhancement drugs in his system as a loss. I'm going to do whatever I want. And if y'all ban me from the sport of boxing, it ain't my loss, it's your loss. I made money. I'm cool. Y'all, do y'all understand how arrogant of a person you have to be? And meanwhile, this is a man that claims to be humbled by God, that is humbled by the power of Jesus Christ, that moves off of the love and he moves off of like the cloth of Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, he's the biggest fucking piece of shit currently in the sport of boxing. And that's just what it is. And I've been saying this for a long time through my experiences in life. The dudes who typically, play behind the God cloth or the Jesus Christ cloth, whatever religion, bro, they're usually the biggest pieces of shit ever. They use Jesus to try to justify the fuck shit that they do, acting like they move off of some type of divine right and all that bullshit, bro. Biggest pieces of shit that I've ever come across in my life play behind the Bible. You feel what I'm saying? That's just my experiences. That's what I believe, and that's just what it is. He make a mockery out of Christians, but a lot of these dudes so fucking stupid that man, he has a cross tattooed on his chest. Oh, that's my type of guy. Yep, Lorenzo, he's making a mockery of Christian faith. That's a fact. He gets called out for it all the time, and he justifies it as always. And they be like, man, you're a hater, man. Man, you don't say nothing about Devin Haney being a Muslim. You don't say nothing about him being a Muslim. He didn't do Ramadan. Fucking idiot. My fault, y'all. I was writing Carmel. You said 7-figure fine and 5-year ban. That sound about right to me. That sound about right to me, Shy. That sound about right to me. J Cash says the same thing. 7-figure fine, 5-year ban. On some real shit, bro, I'll be cutthroat, no mercy type shit. I get his whole purse taken. However much he made, it gotta go. You see what I mean? Meanwhile, we got these goofies right here. Look, you crying. You know, yo, and I'm gonna keep this up here, bro. Smacking with the wrench, but I'm gonna keep the comment up here. Do you peep his profile picture? I find it very interesting that a lot of Devin Haney's biggest critics are typically the people that support Gervonta Davis. I find it funny that with Devin Haney losing, we see so many Gervonta Davis fans celebrating. Couldn't believe that Ryan Garcia actually pulled it off. Not giving a fuck that Ryan Garcia had bad substances in his system. I think it's because they have an underlying fear of their guy Gervonta Davis possibly fighting Devin Haney. That's just what I believe. You know what I mean? I'm one of the people that think Gervonta will win, but I think a lot of Gervonta Davis fans have, low key a fear of Devin Haney. If y'all felt like Devin Haney was so easy to beat, wouldn't y'all want Gervonta Davis to take Devin Haney's O? Why y'all so happy that Devin Haney lost? If you felt like Devin Haney was such easy work, wouldn't you want your boy Gervonta to be the first one to beat him? I know I would. That's just me personally. You feel me? That's just me. I think that they exposed themselves, man. They were so relieved when Devin Haney won because they knew that. When Devin Haney lost, because if Devin Haney would have won, that would have just kept building up the fight between him and Gervonta. Keep building the fight between him and Gervonta. You feel what I mean? And that's just what these Gervonta Davis fanboys, bro. They don't want to see that fight happen. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see Gervonta Davis in there with somebody who may possibly have a chance to outbox him, beat him, whatever the situation is. You feel what I mean? So I find it funny that dudes who come on here and be like, "You crying" or "Stop crying," they're usually these fake ass Gervonta Davis fans. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they don't never buy a pay-per-view. They stream everything. Ain't never put $1 in Gervonta Davis' pocket. Won't even buy a fucking t-shirt off his website. But y'all the biggest Gervonta Davis fans in the world. Shout out to my boy Orlando Finney. He says, big facts. Lion Ryan is a clown and a hypocrite. Those are facts, sir. He says, I remember he bet. He said, hey, remember he bet $2 million at 112. Make him pay it all back. That's a fact. That's a fact. I hope whoever he made that bet off of sue his ass. He said, I remember Nick Diaz was suspended for some years over just some weed. Ryan needs to be suspended that or more. Yeah, I remember that. And they essentially ruined Nick Diaz's career as a result of that. That ring rust killed him. And then when he went in there with Robbie Lawler, he looked nothing like himself. You know what I'm saying? And he lost a lot of good years in his career due to that. And he only had marijuana in his system. So if this man right here is taking Ostarine and has several samples that are contaminated with Ostarine, a substance that builds bone density, builds muscle, enhances your endurance. You know what I'm saying? It's a performance enhancement drug. It enhances your performance. It may have been the sole factor as to why he defeated Devin Haney. Because let's keep it a buck. Devin Haney getting knocked down 3 times. Still, I believe it was a split decision. I think that Devin Haney won every round. He didn't get knocked down in. Who's to say that Ostarine wasn't responsible for giving him the energy necessary to hit Devin Haney with those big shots? We don't know. Look at this. Kulo Rango, 701. He says a nanogram can't help out a mosquito. Do we really have to explain how microscopic that is? I don't think y'all have an ounce of intelligence to understand something so simple. Okay. I mean, since we don't, why don't you come on here and explain? Do we really have to explain how microscopic that is? Why don't you come on and explain it, my brother? Why don't you come on and explain it? Because as far as I remember, let me know if I'm right or wrong. Y'all let me know. The day of the weigh-in, then they say that Ryan Garcia had 60 times the amount that was legal under VADA or New York State Athletic Commission rules. Y'all let me know. Then they say that he was 60 times over the legal limit. Right or wrong? The day of the weigh-in. These dudes don't understand microdosing. Yeah. Instead of attempting to explain how microscopic it is, why don't you come on and explain why it's in his system, period. You know what I'm saying? It's just funny. Like, these dudes are so protective of Ryan Garcia for some strange reason. This motherfucker don't pay you. He don't know you. That motherfucker would even look your way. But all of a sudden, you a chemist. You become a chemist overnight with a couple Google searches because you so hell bent on Ryan Garcia getting credit for defeating Devin Haney. These motherfuckers go and get their certificate online being Google chemists because they have a deep-rooted hatred for the Haneys, bro. You cannot make this shit up, people. And then it's like, don't sit here and try to degrade people's intelligence if you're not going to come on here and prove that motherfuckers ain't intelligent. Why don't you come on here, join the platform, and then you explain to us how microscopic it is. Why don't you come on here and make a case for why Ryan Garcia is innocent right now? Because his own lawyers can't even fucking do it. So how the fuck are you going to do it? Anonymous with a beautiful comment. He says it was a small amount because that's what leaked out when he started cutting weight. Beautiful. I'm gonna star that one right there. That's a great one right there. But you know, that's what they don't want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? This man was clearly, one thing we do know, we saw it on camera, this man was doing IVs. And IVs are infamous for being masking agents. Marijuana is infamous for being a masking agent. You know what I'm saying? He was doing both of those simultaneously. And then the day of the weight cut, you know, it's obviously in his system, but obviously he has to get those liquids out of his system. He has to get those masking agents out of his system in order to make the, well, he didn't make weight, but in attempts to make weight or just to get down low enough, you know, he gets rid of those masking agents that were covering up those banned substances. So they're exposed now. They're exposed now. You see what I mean? And then they said the day of the weigh-in that it was even a smaller dosage. Maybe it's because he rehydrated and got those masking agents back in his system. What's so hard to understand about that? It's pretty logical. There were so many people that was like, how the hell could, why he was negative all these other times? How was he just positive the day before the weigh-ins and the day of the weigh-ins? It's pretty simple, yo. It's pretty simple. Use your fucking brain. Understand masking agents. Maybe if you cut weight for one time in your fucking life, actually partake in some of the things that these boxers go through, you might have a better understanding of it. You're hydrated. You have these agents in your system that is masking the PEDs that you want. When you're at your weigh-in day and you cut the water and everything out of your system that is covering these performance enhancement drugs, nothing's going to be able to, if you take all the masking agents out your system, logically, those masking agents aren't there no more. The PEDs are going to reveal itself. Why was it less the day of the fight? Because he was rehydrated, probably got another IV, whatever the situation is, but not enough where it was completely masking it, so it showed a smaller percentage. It's pretty simple. This nigga name is Fart. He says, these fools hate Devin Haney so much they're willing to put on a cape to save Private Ryan. Well, his secret ain't so private no more. That's a fact, sir. That's a fact. What you mean by that, Coffee? What you mean? I mean, Devin Haney, you know, I would be just as mad as him. I'd probably be even more angry if I was Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? That Ryan did everything he could. everything he could to have an advantage against Devin Haney, bro. And the reason why Ryan Garcia did that was because he probably felt like, and I'm pretty sure of this, that he felt like he was inferior to Devin Haney. That if they were fighting at a level playing field, it might be a strong possibility that Devin Haney defeats him. So what did he do? Took performance enhancement drugs with masking agents to cover it up to try to come out positive, to come out negative for these drug tests. He missed weight purposely because he said he didn't want to weaken himself. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. The masking agents, the performance enhancement drugs, the purposely missing weight. How can y'all defend that? And that he clowns all of y'all. He clowns all of y'all. All the people that was defending you. All the people that was defending Ryan, bro. He clowned y'all because he came on social media and said that he loves steroids. And that he loves taking steroids. And y'all was quiet for a little bit after that. You know what I mean? Y'all trying to use every angle possible to make Ryan look good. Y'all deflecting, talking about Devin Haney being a weight bully and shit like that. Yo, check this out, bro. Regis Prograde came on talking about, yeah, man, because he got smoked so bad and shit. He started talking about doing MMA and shit. Y'all peep that? I don't know if I want to box anymore, man. I think I'm just gonna start wrestling in the octagon. Yeah, cause I can't land a punch on a fighter no more. So, I'm gonna just learn a different martial art. That motherfucker had you contemplating fighting in a sport that pays you significantly less than the sport that you're known for. That's how bad you got cooked. You feel what I mean? Now you want to come out of nowhere and was like, yeah, man, like Devin Haney, he's a weight bully, man. Yo, both of y'all was in or around the middleweight limit. Y'all were both middleweights the night of the fight. Devin Haney was slightly heavier than you, and you feel like you got done dirty. No, I don't think Devin Haney's weight had nothing to do with it. The motherfucker wasn't leaning on you. He wasn't, eating all your punches, bro. You couldn't land a punch on him. That shit had nothing to do with weight. That motherfucker could have been 141 the night of the fight. That shit wouldn't have changed nothing. You could not touch the man. Your feet too slow. Your punch is too slow. You can't box your fucking ass, bro. I don't know how the fuck you became two-time world champion. And for real, you beat Jose Cepeda for your second belt. That nigga, he was tailor-made for you, dog. You was a weak link off the rip. Devin Haney, Bill Haney saw it, bro. They took advantage and made history off your dumb ass. Motherfucker, he dropped every belt at lightweight just to cook your stupid ass because he knew you was easy work. If you don't stand in front of Regis, you cook him. Trash. And he's trying to make it seem like, Devin Haney being so heavy was the reason why he lost. That shit had nothing to do with weight. Like I said, if he was walking you down, beating you up, leaning on you, putting forearms in your face, like on some Tyson Fury Wilder shit where he's just doing every dirty tactic in the book, just bullying you, you might have a case. But he gave you a boxing lesson. Just like that. So Regis need to go sit his dumb ass down somewhere. You see what I mean? Go ahead. You know what I mean? Go sit your ass down. You made some money, my nigga. Like you had a great build up with Devin Haney. You cashed out all this shit. You became a world champion 2 times. 2 times. You know what I'm saying? So you got that to live off of. You feel what I mean? You might be the best fighter out of New Orleans. I don't know. Or whatever you claim, because you claim Texas here, then you claim you're in Louisiana. You a confused motherfucker, bro. You confused about where you from, and you confused about how the way Devin Haney beat you. Like I said, that motherfucker could have came in. He could have did a same day weigh-in and still put you in the motherfucking oven. You know what I'm saying? Do I think Regis is a millionaire? I don't know. I don't be pocket watching nothing like that, but I'm sure he made some good money off of Devin Haney. Devin Haney, he's a solid name. It was a good fight. It was a big fight. They sold tickets. They did their thing in Cali. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he got a nice bag, but I don't know the extent of like his purses or anything like that. You feel me? But yeah, so I wanted to address Regis because he sounds like a fucking clown. First of all, I ain't even gonna say nothing about that. But because he did fight him at the end of the day. But she was acting like funny money when that when Devin was first trying to get the fight with you. Them motherfuckers seen an easy lick. You know what I'm saying? The whole time you just pushing the situation back, pushing the situation back. You feel me? Because you ain't want to work for real. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, Carmel just followed me. Let's go. Yeah, this shit locked in, baby. Yeah. Shout out to that boy Carmel. Shout out to that boy Carmel. That's a pretty humble kid, man. For him to go out of his way to follow people and be open to interviews for motherfuckers he don't know, is dope. Boxing Film says, so what you think of Tank Davis defending Ryan still? I think that Gervonta Davis is simply doing that because he understands that, Ryan Garcia having a win over Devin Haney makes him look good. I think that he's simply doing it for his own self. You feel what I mean? Uh, I don't think that he's defending Ryan because he fucks with Ryan. He don't fuck with Ryan at all. He don't give him fake numbers, all types of shit, gripped him up in the club, and he don't fuck with Ryan. He don't respect Ryan. He think Ryan is square. However, this is his resume. Ryan Garcia is a part of his resume. And I think it makes Tank look good knowing that the motherfucker that he beat defeated Devin Haney, and they keep us trying to build up a fight between Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis. So he could easily fall back and be like, man, why the fuck would I fight Devin Haney when he beat a nigga, when he lost to a nigga I beat? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why he's been on this mission, trying to defend uh, Ryan and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's not. I don't think it's because he hates Dev. I don't think it's because he fuck with Ryan. I think he's just doing it because it makes him look good at the end of the day. It boosts his ego. You know what I mean? It makes him look good. When the dust settles. You feel what I mean? Boxer Film. Shout out to Boxer Film. He said, "Did you see Tank Davis with the bloody T-shirt in the gym?" No, I didn't. But that's not unusual at all. You feel what I mean? That shit done happen to me. All types of shit. You hit somebody with a good shot on the nose, mouth, whatever. That blood gonna pour. So that let me know that Gervonta Davis doing damage in those sparring sessions. You know what I mean? He ain't holding back. He cooking dudes, and it's showing. You feel what I mean? So he better be well prepared for Frank Martin. Hopefully he getting the best work possible with the money that he has. He compensating these sparring partners well to give him the best looks possible. And you know, he's taking this very serious. Gervonta Davis looks very locked in. He looks extremely disciplined. I think that he knows the time is now, and he's on a mission. That 6 to 7 fight deal, I believe it. I think that he's on a mission, and I think that he's going to be giving us some good fights in the coming. That's on the come up, man. You know what I mean? Thoughts on Raymond Ford? Raymond Ford is a good fighter, man. He's a really good fighter. He's come to my gym before. He's had sparring sessions with guys that I'm cool with and stuff like that. Very humble dude. He don't take no shit neither. He not gonna be somebody that he gonna let you talk crazy to him or anything like that. But pretty to himself from what I've noticed. Quiet, humble dude. Um, from what I experienced, I don't know how he is amongst people that he's like good friends with, but he seems like he's a don't speak unless spoken to type of dude. Wouldn't necessarily say closed off. I'm sure he'll answer a question if you ask him, or he'll take a picture with you, sign a glove, whatever the situation is. But he's not the one to like be Joe and acting all crazy. He showed up to the Golden Gloves when we was participating in it, and he showed love to the fighters and shit like that. And he's from Camden, but Camden's only a mile and a half bridge away from Philadelphia, so we embrace him as a Philadelphia fighter himself. Um, Camden, we look at they be talking about it. That's Philly as well. You feel what I mean? Even though technically it's not, but you get what I'm saying. It's that close. Skill wise, very skilled. I think he has slept on power. He got good speeds, intelligent. Um, and from the sparring sessions that I've seen, man, he's a special talent. I just think that he needs to stay focused, be consistent in his work, and not underestimate nobody. I think that he's had a couple fights previously where I felt like he could have smoked them dudes if he was 100%, but for some reason, um, it didn't seem like he was motivated or you know just wasn't all the way there. But he was able to weather through that. He had the biggest fight of his career, his last fight, and he faced some adversity in that fight. I think he was down in that fight prior to the stoppage, but he did what he needed to do. He did what he needed to do. He rose to the occasion. It was his moment, and that boy came in clutch and got the stoppage when a lot of people were under the impression that that dude was going to stop him because he had a high knockout ratio. You feel what I mean? So, Raymond Ford, you know, I hope he got a lot of money coming his way. I hope that he continues grinding, staying on that path to success, and keep building generational wealth for him and his family. I see he got a daughter. Hope he continues grinding for her so she won't have to make the sacrifices he's currently making in order to make it through in life. You feel what I mean? So shout out to Raymond Ford. Coffee says this might be the scariest Tank we've seen, especially after him being free from jail. He even said he has a lot of built up anger and taking it out on Frank. Well, that's the exact mentality to have. As long as you're able to control your aggression and be in control of your emotions and knowing when and when not to use it, Gervonta Davis should be fine. But Gervonta is, this is my outlook on anger. It helps some people, it hurts some people. We've seen people let their emotions get the best of them and ultimately cost them a fight, like Teofimo Lopez, Mike Tyson, and shit like that. Then we got people who, get angry and they become even more dangerous. Like, let me see, Terrence Crawford. That's not somebody you really want to get angry talking shit to outside of the ring. You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna ultimately make you pay for those words. I think this is gonna be a slept on one, but Andre Ward. Whenever you talk crazy to Andre Ward, he was gonna make you pay for that. Carl Froch, Sergey Kovalev, shit like that. Um, Triple G, you couldn't talk crazy to him. You got him in his bag, and he was gonna whoop your ass. I remember Curtis Stevens was talking greasy to Triple G, and Triple G went on to fry that man. You feel what I mean? So it works for some people. It helps some people. Some people. Gervonta Davis, he's been angry. I think he was real angry in the Jose Pedraza fight, and he was like screaming at the crowd and shit. So it might be somebody. It might be something that benefits him. You feel what I mean? So if he has that mentality, that's a dangerous mentality to have. And hopefully Frank Martin on his P's and Q's because Tank looking to make a statement. You feel what I mean? So Jamal J Rock, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, Coffee. Yeah, Jamal wasn't somebody that really pissed off. Jamal was very dangerous at 154, man. You said angry pretty boy Floyd was a dog too. I always felt like Floyd was a dude that had thick skin. You couldn't really get to him emotionally. I just think he was a dog naturally. It always seemed like shit just like went over his head. Like he didn't really care too much. Like I seen like where Conor McGregor gripped his head and shit. Pause. Like put his hand on top of his head and was shaking his head and shit. Pause. He didn't seem phased by that. It's hard to get to Floyd emotionally when he's tapped in on his boxing shit. The most angry I ever seen Floyd on some boxing shit was when Jake Paul took his hat. You feel what I'm saying? That was the most angry out of character I've ever seen Floyd. You know what I'm saying? But it always seemed like he's well in control of his emotions. Demetrius talked crazy to GGG. He didn't want that smoke. Yeah, that's when Triple G was just solely focused on getting to the money. You know what I'm saying? And he just wanted to get the Canelo fight so he could walk the fuck up out of boxing. That's what I think. I think Triple G was like, yo, man, like I don't really want to do this shit no more. I did what I needed to do. Now it's time to get this money. I'm getting older. Let me cash out. So I think he strategically avoided them dudes that could have fucked his money up. Sat back. He beat some niggas that he knew he was gonna watch just to stay a little active. And whenever the Canelo situation came up, he cashed out. He cashed out. He cashed out 3 times, y'all. He cashed out 3 times. So I think he had a game plan and he just stuck with it. He didn't care about fighting nobody that could have messed up his goals. You feel me? He says, so Garcia act like a lunatic throughout the build-up to the fight, talking about being inducted, forced to watch the Illuminati being after him and so on, but now we should believe him. Yeah, we shouldn't believe him at all. And I find it funny that he kept talking about the kids, and oh, we should do this for that. But then as soon as the fight's over, he's talking about it at, the minimum. You know what I'm saying? It just makes me think that he did that strictly to have some type of support system behind him to get people to back him. I think that he did that strictly for promotion. I don't think he really cares about uh kids and what happens to them, unfortunately, and stuff like that. I ain't gonna get into it. I'm not trying to get this demonetized, but you get what I'm saying. I think that it was strictly like, for publicity purposes. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he really cared for all of that. I don't think that's where his heart really lies. You feel me? That's just me though. I see right through the bullshit. I can't wait for that card in June 1st, neither, Sean Terrence. That shit gonna be lit. That's my father's birthday too. You know what I'm saying? So, that's always a good day for me. Boxing Film says, you think Malik Scott learned his lesson and stopped the boxing technique on Wilder? I hope so, because I think he was a big reason why Wilder lost. I think that ring rust and all that played his part as well, just Wilder being inactive and just not being in the mix in a long time. I think that played a part, but I think the game plan was horrible. You know what I'm saying? Just circling around the ring, hoping for Joseph Parker to fall in so he could run him into a right hand. You know what I'm saying? Trying to set traps, bro. That's not Wilder, bro. He made this man fight completely out of his characteristics, and he paid the price for it. You feel what I'm saying? So the game plan was terrible. Hopefully, and Malik Scott is a somewhat new trainer. He was a pro fighter for a while. He fought Wilder, he fought Luis Ortiz, he fought some quality guys. You know what I'm saying? He's been around the block, but being a fighter and being a trainer is two different things. I know that personally. You know what I mean? And just because it may have worked for you in your career doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for, you know, guys that you're training. Everybody fights different. They got different ways of going about things. And just because you can execute a certain fight doesn't mean that Deontay Wilder can. Y'all got total y'all makeup is totally different. I think that his game plan was trash. Uh, you know, and hopefully he learned from that. He grew from it, and he actually uses. Hopefully he goes back to the Wilder, or he at least trains Wilder with what he was successful with. Walking to you, being the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? Finding ways to set up that right hand. That's his bread and butter. That's what's made him successful throughout his entire career. That's what gave him 10 title defenses. That's what made him ultimately a Hall of Fame caliber fighter, was being an aggressive, taller fighter with a good jab. Wilder had a slept on jab. But finding ways to sneak in that right hand and knock your opponent out. That's who Wilder is. That's how you should be working with him. If I'm Malik Scott, I'm bringing him right back to what made him dangerous, put him back in that bronze bomber mode. You know what I'm saying? Get him some good sparring and ultimately keep giving Deontay Wilder ways to set up his right hand. Left sneaking behind the left hook. You know what I'm saying? Jab, lull him to sleep with the jab, set up the right hand, feints, shoot the right hand off the feints. Bro, put the right hand right behind the jab so they don't see it coming. You feel what I mean? Knowing to throw the right hand in different directions. If somebody keeps moving their head off to the left, learn on shooting the head. Learn on shooting the right hand to the left side, shooting it to the chest, shooting it to the right side of the body. You feel what I mean? He's got knockouts with uppercuts as well. I'll be working that as well. Just what has made Wilder successful throughout his career. Julie Zhang, yeah, I found out that his name is Julie. What the fuck is his name? Hold on, let me see how I say this motherfucking name again. Pause. Hold on. I think his name is like Julie Zhang. Whole time I'm like, bro, I thought his name was Zhang. Like, what the fuck? Let me see.
Fans are getting the big boxing bone crunchers. It's my time. I keep pushing. One of the most destructive punches in the division. The man who would strike fear in. The beast from the east, unleashing southpaw skills and ferocious finishes, facing a generational backer. Will fly atop of loaded feet. Antoine.
But anomaly came out of nowhere.
Somewhere.
AJ Whitler. A lot of people.
How the fuck you say his name, yo?
Made a mistake. John's gonna have to take the lead.
John.
That's the danger of a lot.
Jaylee Jean. Okay, so that's his name. Jaylee Jean. I gotta really get that through my mind. Jaylee Jean. He is dangerous. Very strong. Very strong. You know what I'm saying? Come forward fighter. Punches hard with both hands. And he sets up his punches real well. He's actually an intelligent fighter. I think what hurts John, in all honesty, is that because he's such a big puncher, he doesn't necessarily focus on, getting through, having, sharp conditioning throughout the rounds. I think he's just so accustomed to getting guys out within the first half of the fight that he doesn't prepare accordingly. So Deontay Wilder, if he's not able to slump John early, then, he can at least bring him to the later rounds and drown him. Because when dudes, get fatigued in them later rounds, they punch resistance drops significantly as well. Yeah. Zane talking about he gonna bang Wilder. Yeah, definitely no Diddy. He wilding. The people, somebody need to translate to him and tell him that shit, that's they don't sound right. Equip FC comes with a great point. He says when Floyd Mayweather got rocked by Mosley, he got angry though, and that dog came out. That's a fact. And Floyd told him, he said, "You gonna have to kill me." Told him that. So Floyd, don't get it wrong, he got dog. I think when Chop rocked him too, that shit got him angry, and he ultimately washed Chop. After his injury, do you think Better Beef will be back or just retire because he's actually on the older side? I don't think he's going to walk away without getting that Dimitri Bivol fight. I think that that's one of his goals, to become undisputed, and I think that he's going to get through this injury and get right back in the mix ASAP. Especially with that bag that Turkey is putting up, I don't think Bivol or Better Beef want to miss out on that payday. So I think he's going to recover from that injury, get back in camp, and really get it going. And hopes to become undisputed at light heavyweight. You said Greg Hardy just got slept on TCL. I don't know who Greg Hardy is, but there's been a lot of people in that Combat League that been getting knocked out, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, people I'm cool with got slept on that shit, and I'm like, damn, bro. That shit is embarrassing. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's sad, too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think, to answer your question, I don't think Coffee, I don't think Better Beef is gonna miss out on that. I think he gonna go, he gonna do what he need to do in order to get past that injury and take on that challenge. Because he got a good chance of being Bivol. He just needs to be himself. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, his age doesn't catch up to him. You feel me? But let's get into the last topic of the day, man. I'm feeling extremely blessed right now with the subscribers that I have, man. We hit 2,003 subscribers, y'all. Y'all see it, man. So I'm going to give y'all a little bit more time on here. You feel what I mean? And we're going to discuss the 5v5 tournament that supposedly Turkey Al-Sheikh is trying to set up at the end of this year. Let's look this up right now. Let me find this on my group chat before my phone dies. And according to this list right here, this is a list that has been made, or at least is trying to come together from Turkey Al-Sheikh. And this 5v5 tournament, according to this list, is going to start with Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at super middleweight. Another super middleweight bout. Caleb Plant versus Jaime Munguia. Lightweight bout. Shakur Stevenson versus Isaac Cruz. Featherweight. Brandon Figueroa versus Venado Lopez. I'm not too familiar with that guy. Y'all going to have to put me on to him. Featherweight. Stephen Fulton versus Luis Neri. So that's the card that they're looking to put together. In all honesty, I think that's a pretty good card. Some solid fight stylistically on there. If Shakur Stevenson becomes a free agent after this fight with Artem, I'm under the belief that he may go visit Turkey Al-Sheikh out there in Dubai and make something happen. Who knows? If I'm Shakur Stevenson, I'm definitely hearing out what Turkey has to say. Fernando Lopez is a world champ at 126. Yeah, but like I'm aware of that. Obviously, he's a high caliber fighter if he's fighting Brandon Figueroa. But is he good? Like, how do y'all rate him? Because I'm gonna definitely have to do my Googles. I'm very in tune with Brandon Figueroa, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm very in tune with him. And I'm intrigued to know whether Shakur Stevenson and Isaac Cruz fight, would this be a 135 bout or a 140 bout? That's interesting. You say you don't want to see that shit. What you don't want to see, Anonymous? What is it that you don't want to see? You don't want to see Crawford Canelo? Which fight is it? Or are you just talking about the overall card? Good power, athletic. Okay. I'm gonna check him out. Awkward, good power, and athletic. Okay. All right. Sound good to me. Brandon Figueroa, I already know what type time he on. Crawford versus Canelo, shaking my head. That's a BS fight, bro. I've been saying that for the longest, man. I don't really fuck with that fight at all. And I don't know why Turkey is so hell-bent on making that fight happen. Maybe it's because he don't want to cut that 200 mil to fight Benavidez. And he feel like this is a good fight that he won't have to drop that big of a bag on in comparison to 200 mil. Then you got to pay Benavidez a couple mil. So, shit. You know, maybe he don't want to spend that much money. Like, he got money, but he ain't trying to spend that much on it. You feel me? But then I've heard, you know, there's been some rumors circulating that Canelo Alvarez don't really care for that fight. You know what I'm saying? That he don't really want that fight. He don't care for it. So it is what it is. You feel what I mean? So based off of this list, let me see if I can pull the list up right here. Let me see if I can pull this list up on here so I can share my screen. Let's see. Can I pull this list up right here? Damn, looks like I'm having trouble finding it. Let's see. As a matter of fact, let me just share the screen right here because I'm seeing a tweet from According to Boxing. And I think, I know, as a matter of fact, he's not even showing it. This dude said Turkey is standing on business this past year. He ain't no job, Turkey. Shit. That boy might be the one to save boxing. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, prior to Turkey, bro, I thought a lot of these fights were never gonna happen, but it seems like I was really, you know, doubtful of Bivol and Better Beef, man. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Let me see. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can airdrop this shit before my phone dies. All right. What the fuck going on? My fault, yo. I'm still getting accustomed to this shit right here. I still don't got this laptop figured out, but it's all good. All right. So this is it right here. Let me share this screen. So, do I got it? All right, there it is. So this is the list right here. So let's talk about this honestly and objectively, and let's see exactly how y'all rate this right here, man. Who do you think comes out on top between USA and Mexico? Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. I know Anonymous don't like the fight. I think it's a BS fight myself. But let's just say hypothetically that this shit is locked in, is ready to go. It happens. Who y'all got in this situation? Caleb Plant versus Jaime Munguia. Caleb Plant may very well outbox him. However, I don't believe that Jaime Munguia is going to be an easy fight for Caleb Plant. You know what I mean? I think that I think he's better than guys like Jose Uzcategui and shit like that. And I don't trust Caleb Plant's conditioning going into those mid to late rounds. I think Jaime Munguia might be a lot of trouble for Caleb Plant in them later rounds. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally, but I do think he's very capable of outboxing Jaime Munguia. Shakur Stevenson versus Isaac Cruz. Shakur Stevenson, although he had a bad performance his last fight, he's one of the most intelligent fighters, one of the best defensive fighters in the sport of boxing right now versus Isaac Cruz, who has some defensive responsibility, but he's a come forward, rugged brawler, slugger for sure. I think Shakur Stevenson edges that one out. I think that's the most one. I think that's the most convincing one so far. Brandon Figueroa versus Venado Lopez. Like I said, I don't know Venado that well, but I know Brandon Figueroa, so I might rock with him going into this one. I'm not sure. But y'all saying that he's athletic, he has power. That might be a problem for Brandon Figueroa, but he is sturdy, he is durable. The man who beat Brandon Figueroa is Stephen Fulton versus Luis Neri, somebody that Brandon Figueroa defeated. Stephen Fulton, very intelligent fighter. He came off of a bad loss against Inoue, but that's Inoue at the end of the day. He's one of the best fighters in the world, point blank, period. You feel what I mean? Luis Neri, he has power. He likes to load up on his punches. He punches with bad intentions, but I do think Stephen Fulton, when he's extremely focused, when he's locked in, he has one of the best jabs in boxing. That's just my personal opinion. You feel what I mean? I honestly believe that Luis Neri will have a lot of trouble with Stephen Fulton's jab alone. I can see Stephen Fulton not stopping Luis Neri unless he places a good body shot like Brandon Figueroa did. You know what I'm saying? I can't see Stephen Fulton stopping Luis Neri. I do think he outpoints him. I think he beats him convincingly, though. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that US will come out on top of this, but I don't think that they come out with a clean sweep like Lorenzo says, because there might be a probability that Canelo may defeat Terrence Crawford if Terrence Crawford has a trouble, acclimating to the 168 division. If his legs aren't underneath him, if his punch resistance is not there, if his speed's not all the way there, if his power is not all the way there, it might be some signs of trouble for Terrence Crawford in that bout. Besides that, Caleb Plant might come out successful against Jaime Munguia, but it's a lot of pressure coming from Munguia's side, and if Caleb Plant gets to breathe a heavy in there, it might be a long night for him. Yeah, Neri won't find for, and I agree with you 1,000%. Okay, so he says I'm American, but I said 3-2 Mexico. Okay, who's the 3 Mexicans you got winning though, my brother? Let me ask you that. Who's the 3 Mexicans? I'm assuming you picking Canelo. So, who's the 3 Mexicans you got? Let me know. I'm about to get up out of here in a little bit, man. I gotta get some rest for sure. Boxing Film says, I do not want to see Bud lose as high as 154. Maybe could fight once at 160. That's it. Yeah, man. He started as low as 135. You feel me? So I see your concerns. I don't want to see it neither. But at the end of the day, nobody's making Bud do this. It seems like this is something that he's willingly he's doing this willingly. He was the first one to bring up this idea. So obviously he wants it. You feel what I'm saying? So if that's what he want to do, then we don't got no choice but to, either watch it or not watch it. I want to know exactly who you got. You said fight boost Ennis, bro. Yo, you must be referring to Terrence Crawford, not me. USA 3-2. Nah, man. Tell me, Canelo Munguia and Lopez, maybe even Cruz. You got Shakur fucked up. Yeah, you got Shakur fucked up. Ain't no way he lose. He lose to Isaac Cruz, bro. That'd be embarrassing, bro. Ain't no way. Like, Isaac is tailor-made for Shakur. That shit probably look a lot like the Valdez fight. Really. So Anonymous has Munguia beating Caleb Plant. I think Munguia has a strong chance of beating Caleb Plant stylistically. So he has Canelo, Munguia, Shakur, Figueroa, Fulton. So you got two Mexicans. But the thing is, Brandon Figueroa, Mexican, ain't he? But I guess he's a Mexican American. They don't look at them the same. All right, cool. So you got 1, 2. Okay, so you got a 3-2 American. Oh, USA. Okay, you wrote it above. Okay. 3-2 American. Yeah, I agree with Anonymous. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Canelo will defeat Terrence Crawford if they were to fight. I'm still a little, you know what I'm saying? I'm still a little back and forth in my head with Caleb Plant and Munguia, but I think Munguia, I trust him in the later rounds. You know what I'm saying? I think he can make something right. You know what I'm saying? Anonymous said, Mark is absolutely right. Plant really does slow down in those later rounds. I see it against Uskadegi, Canelo, and Benavidez. I could give you another fight. And he was dominating them too and still got tired. The Caleb Truax fight. I was there live. You know what I'm saying? Because we had a fighter making a pro debut out there in LA. And they were the main event, Caleb Plant versus Caleb Truax. And, you know, Caleb Plant was dominating Truax, doing whatever the fuck he wanted. You know what I'm saying? But by like the 7th, 8th round, this man is gasping for air. And I'm like, bro, like, how the fuck is this man tired? Like, I really don't get it. And I think that was ultimately the reason why he wasn't able to stop Truax. You feel me? And, you know, and I watched the Uskadegi fight. You know, he was still too skilled for Uskadegi. You feel me? So Uskadegi wasn't like at a level where he could make adjustments and really turn up the pressure. He couldn't deal with Caleb Plant's skill set, period. Skills paid the bills that night. But he looked tired against Uskadegi. And that was the main reason why I picked Benavidez to beat him. Because I'm like, yo, Benavidez has an infinite gas tank. I said the conditioning alone is going to play his part. And, you know, from the 6th round on, it turned out to be true. Benavidez placed one mean body shot, and it took all the gas out Caleb Plant tank. You feel me? I don't know if Caleb Plant be doing things that hurt his condition. I don't know if he cut weight wrong. It might be genetics. Who fucking knows? But one thing I do know is Jaime Munguia's gas tank is on 1,000,000. I never seen that man tired. Even with Canelo, he was a little discouraged. He was slightly gun shy, but tired. I never seen it from him. So and Caleb Plant, he got skills and all that. You know what I'm saying? Sharp fighter. You know, he's fundamentally sound, all that good shit. But I think as the heat starts to turn up on Munguia's side, I think the combinations will flow, and he might hit Plant with some shit. You know what I mean? I trust Munguia more in this situation. You know, maybe if Caleb Plant had a superb, like conditioning, like a good gas tank, I'll probably edge him out to outpoint Munguia, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, Caleb Plant, he's a front runner, bro. Like he be cooking the first 4 or 5 rounds, but it just seemed like after that he fall apart. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is. It might be a mental block he has, not training correctly and not recovering correctly. I don't know what it is, bro, but I don't trust Caleb Plant in them later rounds. It might be a situation where Plant has outgrown 168. Maybe a move up to 75. He doesn't gas out like how he used to. That may be true. But I do think he'll be undersized at 175. I remember Caleb Plant used to get down to 60 and fight at the beginning of his career. I don't know if y'all remember that, but he got as low as 160. He fought Tyrone Brunson at middleweight, I believe, a Philly fighter that I know. I don't know if he'd be big enough for that. You feel me? But I think U.S. comes out victorious 3-2 in this bout, though. You know what I'm saying? I think the only 2 Mexicans that win, in all honesty, is Canelo and Jaime Munguia. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, I think Shakur outclasses Isaac Cruz. You know, Gervonta Davis showed you that you got outbox Isaac Cruz. You just got punch and turn. Be first, turn them. Just keep turning them. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Figueroa, you know, I am kind of, not being too informed on Venado Lopez or whatever, but, I'm going to pick him. I'm going to pick Brandon Figueroa just because. Gotta do some more research on him, but it seems like he got some good qualities. So that got a little bit of a what's that shit called? Like at a risk or something, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But Stephen Fulton, I definitely got him beating Luis Neri though. Figueroa was a big motherfucker, bro. Like, I don't know how the fuck he was making 122, bro. That shit is insane. How much bigger he looked than Stephen Fulton when they fought, bro. I was concerned. And he was hurting Fulton too, bro. I was like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? He reckless, but he exciting. He let his hands go and he break motherfuckers down, bro. Caleb, a big dude. He's almost the same size as Bivol. All right, so it might be true then. It might be true. Yeah, that's probably the most I mean, I think the Shakur fight and the Stephen Fulton fight are the most confident I am out of all the predictions I made. You feel what I mean? I think Shakur shouldn't have any problem outclassing, outplaying Isaac Cruz. And I think Stephen Fulton is going to jab Luis Neri face off. That's what I think. Y'all got to really look at it, man. Like, when we talking about some of the best jabbers in boxing, Fulton got it, bro. He one of them. He one of them. For sure. If you watch that Arnold, what the fuck was it? The Arnold Kagai? I forgot that motherfucking name. But when Steve Fulton fought him, bro, beautiful display of the jab. Beautiful display. And Fulton a dog, too. You know what I'm saying? He went out on his shield against NUA. I ain't going to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? He went out on his shield. You feel what I mean? And who knows if Neri going to be the same after that NUA ass whooping. We gotta start giving NUA credit, because if we could take two dudes that he lost to and make a good fight out of them, that's how you know he fighting some quality guys right now. You feel me? What? Fernando just awkward as hell. He swings his punches similar to Ricardo Mayorga. If that's the case, Figueroa gonna punch in between and probably hurt that dude, bro. Mayorga threw his punches real wide, and he threw like, even when he threw the punches, like, he didn't even throw them with correct technique. Like, he'll like punch you with this right here. You know what I'm saying? Hit you with the wrist. Bro, I don't know. Bro. Ricardo, he used to hurt dudes like that too. I was like, bro, I know his hands used to be aching after them fights, bro. Whenever I threw a punch wrong, bro, I would feel that shit. For sure. Yeah, Neri ass whooping was much worse. I agree with you. I think that Fulton just got clipped with a good shot and then NUA finished him. I wouldn't say he necessarily took too much punishment, but Neri, he got beat down and then stopped. So yeah, Neri's ass whooping was a lot worse. Yeah, but Neri made him touch the canvas though. But that shit seemed like that shit got NUA angry. He was like, all right, now we gotta go get it. You feel me? But all right, y'all. I appreciate you guys coming on and checking out the live, man. It's currently 12:35 in the morning where I'm at. You know what I mean? I've been on here for about an hour and a half and some change, man. I appreciate everybody that came through and chopped it up with your boy, man. We passed the 2K mark. You feel what I mean? So I'm very thankful for all of y'all for coming through and showing the channel some love. You feel what I mean? This shit don't go unnoticed at all. We on a mission, man. So now the new mission is being on the road to 3K. And I appreciate everybody that's been a part of this journey, man. I'm extremely humbled by the effort that you guys put on the channel, bro. I told you guys that I only needed 5 more subscribers, and y'all came through and gave me 8 more subscribers. So little shit like that, man, it humbles me. This is what keeps me motivated on YouTube, man, because I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't make no crazy checks off of here, man. I can't really do much with it, but one thing I can say is that y'all love and consistency is what keeps me going and continues to motivate me moving forward, because I do got big goals at the end of the day. But if I didn't have the support that you guys are giving me, then I don't know how serious I would be taking this at this current point. But it is what it is, man. I hope all of y'all have a blessed, beautiful night, man. Take the time, spend time with your family, man. You know, keep your loved ones close and just continue living to the best of your ability. That's all I really got for right now. This is Mazuma TV. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm out of here, man. Peace.